I've been working with survivors, gosh, probably over 25 years. I got involved also in sexual assault and domestic violence because my sister was murdered by her boyfriend. As a supervisor, I've had advocates who were not comfortable going into talking to inmates because of the fear. And I think the fear is a combination of things. It's not just the talking to the inmate, but just going into the prison, dealing with the correctional officer and the atmosphere and how that inmate is going to respond. And one of the things I always try to tell them is to remember that you're going in to help a survivor of sexual assault. You may be the only person that inmate has to speak to about their sexual assault. They may not have anybody else. So to say that I'm not, this might not be the same. It's the same work you're going to be doing with anybody else. The only difference is that you're doing it with someone that actually has less resources than the person that you would do that's on the outside. We provide them services as sexual assault advocates, but they need so many services. When you're working with survivors of sexual assault, you're talking about people who probably have a history of being sexually assaulted as a child, as an adolescent, as an adult now in the prison system. And when someone comes in as an advocate to provide them counseling services around sexual assault, a lot of that's going to come out because they're going to say to you, also, these are the things that's happened to me in the past. I also have advocates make out a list of what their concerns are. In both lists of what their concerns are about going into the prison, as well as their concerns are for their own individual private self. Once you go over all those concerns and are able to answer all those questions, most of the time that fear tends to at least go away for us, in the sense that once I go in, I'll feel better. It's more about just the first day jitters than it is about being fearful. The best thing you can do is, once you connect with whoever your contact person is going to be, is definitely do a tour. I think the tour gives you a good idea of what you're getting into. Have them show you where you're going to be doing your counseling or classes. Have them show you what the safety measures are, what their protocols are if something was to happen. I have all those questions ready. Create a list of issues that may come up from that tour and then address them with the correctionals. Where am I going to be located when I'm doing the interview, the advocacy? Is the inmate going to be supervised? Is the person going to be shackled? Am I going to have confidentiality with them? Correctional officers all come with their own personalities and attitudes. And some of them are open and think, okay, well, this is good. They got people coming in, they're going to provide services. And you have other ones who say, you know what? This is a prisoner. I don't see why they have all these counselors and advocates coming in here providing services to someone who is, supposed to be doing time for a crime. So you have to just sort of really understand that that's their opinions, that's where they are, and you have to respect their position. I mean, one of the things is that they're dealing with this on a daily basis. We're coming in, however time we're coming in. And they do have a different view of the inmates. This is new for correctional facilities, us coming in as advocates. And it's important to know our limitations and that it's their facility. You're coming in as a guest. You have to respect where they are. It doesn't change our role and what services we're supposed to provide and what we do for our inmates, but also to really understand that this is a learning curve for them. And it's going to take a while for them to really understand the full impact of our good work. Incarcerated survivors really need you, and you have the skills to do this, as well as the facilities themselves need you, because it's going to make their life better once they see the abilities that advocates come in with.